So, post-World War I, one event changed the course of history. The world kind of recovered. The swinging 20s, as they were called. But one event changed the course of human history. It's called the Wall Street crash. Yep. And it, 1929. It eventually led to the rise of the Nazis. Whereas the Nazis, they were in existence, of course, but that led people to starvation. And all Hitler promised was bread. Just promised bread. When you're starving, that's everything. Then World War II started, and he came here, invaded here, Poland. It's Krakow. He invaded Poland, which then sparked World War II, which led to the Holocaust, as the Nazis tried to eradicate the genetically inferior races. And World War II ended with 2 atomic bombs. Now we're watching the events from October 7th, January 8th and 9th, the massacre of the Iranian people. And we're watching that, and that's escalated now to, again, another Wall Street crash, another Great Depression. Yeah, and all the analysts and all the experts will all tell you is not to panic. Everything is fine. And that's exactly what they said before 1929 and the Wall Street crash, the Great Depression. Said exactly the same. But all the events that we see unwinding now with Iran and Israel and the United States go back to the end of the Ottoman Empire. Amin al-Husseini was the Grand Mufti of Jerusalem, prevented Palestine from becoming independent, autonomous. But Israel, after World War II, after the UN vote, 1947, the UN voted for a 2-state solution, which Israel accepted, and the Arabs didn't. 1948, they declared independence, and then that led to 5 Arab armies trying to wipe out the Jews, trying to wipe out Israel, and they were defeated. And since then, we've watched horrors, terrorism, horrors. And then, and now we've, after the January 8th massacre of set up to 32,000 of their own citizens, we're now seeing Trump said that help was on its way when the people demonstrated, millions of people demonstrated, 32,000 massacred, according to some reports. But it is what's happening now, unfolding. Now, since the war has gone with Iran, with the Islamic Republic, we're now watching oil. We've watched oil prices increase like we've never seen before. And this is affecting now, has affected force majeure now, where many of the oil refineries and other gas suppliers have now, in effect, cancelled their contracts, and it has started the ball rolling now. An avalanche has begun, an economic avalanche, and you won't hear from all the analysts and the experts, you won't hear them say another Great Depression is on the way. They won't dare, but it is. It's already begun. It's an avalanche has begun. 1929, the world didn't have the world debt that it's got now, didn't have all the derivatives, didn't have all the other national debts, and now we're headed to one of the biggest conflicts of ideologies ever. Yeah, so sorry to be so depressing about the prospects for the world at the moment. But the people that were here, the 17,000 Jews that were captured here, they were gassed and eliminated simply for being Jewish. That was their crime. They were born at the wrong time and in the wrong place. So we're now headed, and I said, this is the first time I've ever been to any Jewish memorial in Europe. Even though I've travelled all throughout Europe, this is the first time ever. So as I came to Krakow, I wanted to come and see this. And it is linked to what is happening now on the world scene. The economic system is facing collapse. It is. Oh yeah, it's a prophet doom. That's right, yeah, whatever. But that's it now. It's just the maths. As the Americans say, just do the math. It's just the maths. It's too late now to save the economic system. And so the world either has to unite or they die. We've got no choice. So here we are. I'm going now. Like I said, this is one of the remains of the wall of the ghetto, the Jewish ghetto here in Krakow. This is all that's left. There's a few other bits of the wall down the road there and a bit down on the back of the shops there. But I wanted to come and see it. And that's it. Because, just to repeat, World War I, World War II, the events in Palestine, and now what's going on. It's all welcome to the 21st century, the new millennium. Same as every other millennium, if not going to get worse. Yep, that's it.